doing it.
Yep.
Week 49.
Yes.
Life in Bitcoin in Berlin, Usulatan, El Salvador. This week, Nicki and I, we're looking after a friend's perro, his dog, here in El Salvador, in Berlin. And we've also got our good friends, Gerardo and Evelyn, joining us today as well. And
Pleasure.
They are driving the adoption here in Berlin, and it's very exciting. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
Thank you for
It's
having
really
us.
good.
Thank you for having us.
And so for anyone who's watching, that QR code that's next to me right now, and it just disappeared, that one is not ours this week. It's for the Berlin project. So if you want to send some sats to these guys, zap that QR code that will pop up in here in a few minutes, and all their money will go towards the adoption that they are driving here in Berlin.
Yeah, and you'll also see the map, the Blink Wallet map there with the different store holders, and I know that there's many more that's going to be added in there, which is really exciting. It's been great, absolutely awesome to watch these guys in action.
Yes.
Really cool.
So stick around, because when we get to the services section, and I forgot my clicker, so I'm going to stand up and do it manually. When we get to that section, we're going to ask a few questions with these guys, and then at the end, put your questions in the chat, because we will answer those at the end as well. We're going to do it?
Yep, let's go.
Okay.
Housekeeping.
All right. As you always know, join our newsletter. There's a link down in the description below, and we give away one free call for 45 minutes each month. So if you want to be on that and ask us some questions, that would be great. We had an awesome call this week. We'll talk to you about that in a minute. Sats shout out. We had somebody give us 42,000 sats. Thank you. Don't know who it was. It was an anonymous donation, but we really appreciate it. And then there was also 1,620 if you watch the show. On the newsletter, we share all of the events that are coming up. We don't have anything this week, but next week there is Thursday and Friday. You have the My First Bitcoin in San Salvador, and Friday we will be down at, well, we won't be,
No.
we'll be here, but Bitcoin Beach will be having their meetup on the Friday. Tomorrow morning on the newsletter, so if you want to keep up to date with all of those,
Events. Yep.
that's where you find them. You guys know the drill. All right, Monday?
Awesome. Monday. Okay, Monday was our, I suppose, traditional Monday that we seem to have got into. Start with yoga and breath work, which is always really great to start our day. We always have lots of client work meetings on a Monday, which we spend time doing. We had our Monday Live, which was awesome. And yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. It's a new location. I'm making sure our internet's going okay. I see somebody's asked a question. Hola, that's great. They're not complaining about noise or video, so
No.
we'll carry on.
Yep. And so, so we had a Monday Live. That went really well. And we went for an evening walk. So it was
did.
all really good. Just get ourselves started for the week.
Yes,
Oh, Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday. And my document just crashed, so I'm opening it again really quickly. All right.
That's right. Tuesday was quite a quiet day.
Yes, not forget anything, which I did. I forgot our little clicky thing. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're going to Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday started the James did some breath work. We didn't do yoga because we're packing the car up. We had a couple of early morning meetings. We then packed the car, or finished packing the car, and we headed to Berlin, which was awesome. We decided to drive up to San Salvador and go via San Salvador. So it ended up being quite a long trip. We initially thought, wow, this is great. It's like got 4 lanes and this is easy. But then what happened is it turned into 1 lane and we had truck after truck after truck, and it was quite windy. So quite different than the coastal way. But so it ended up taking us quite considerable time to get here. We stopped at this awesome little place on the main highway that it was colourful, it was bright, it had this funny little giraffe. We'll see a photo come up with James and I next to the giraffe. The food was we're house sitting, and Odie the dog that we're looking after, and we went for a walk with him and just learned the ropes about Berlin and what it is like in Berlin. We met some local businesses, which was really good. There's so much excitement here with local businesses for the adoption of BTC. Everyone's friendly. It's a great little town. James and Salva had a haircut.
Yes, we did. Looking sharp.
Thinking they were going to accept Bitcoin,
No
but
Bitcoin.
no. But since then, these two wonderful people have actually got him now accepting Bitcoin, which is amazing. And then we had a really nice dinner out with Gerardo and Evelyn and Rams, and had a big pizza, huge pizza.
It was an awesome pizza.
And of course he accepted Bitcoin. So.
Yes, he did. Check it out on Twitter. I think I put the username and everything on the Twitter, and took some photos of the pizza and also of us paying with Bitcoin, which was really exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
Because we love that. Food always tastes better when it's paid for with Bitcoin. All right, we're going to jump to... Okay, and a lot of people thought we were going to Germany.
Yes.
But we're still here in El Salvador. It's in the district called Usulatan, and we're about 1,000 meters up. If you guys want to follow these guys on Twitter, check out the description, because I have put their Twitter handle, which is Bitcoin Berlin SV, and you can follow them. And there's also a couple of links to their project Blink wallet. So if you want to contribute there, you can. So tell us a little bit about what's happening here. Why is there a Bitcoin movement happening here?
All right, so I'll go. Well, we came to this city about maybe 5-6 months ago. And if we pick a place, because we always listen, El Salvador needs to be the example, right?
Yes.
For the world. But maybe we can do a smaller step and make an example out of a city in resources on one town, and make an example out of that town to the rest of the towns and cities in El Salvador. So we have been traveling a lot, you know, through the country, giving Bitcoin classes. We used to work for Mi Primer Bitcoin, so we were giving classes different places. Berlin was one of the places where we were giving classes, and we decided that Berlin was the place. So we went all in. We came here to live to Berlin, and we started working with people. Now we started, but it was really soon we found a lot of people interested in this idea of becoming out of Berlin or make a circular economy here in Berlin. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that are interested in this idea. They are eager to learn, to know more about Bitcoin. So now it's a whole movement out of a lot of people here in Berlin.
That's awesome. And you're not just teaching Bitcoin or getting people to adopt Bitcoin, you're actually also set up like English classes. So you're actually helping people like ourselves who need to practice our Spanish classes, should I say, and you're accepting Bitcoin for that, but it's not just yourselves who are doing it, you're actually getting a team of teachers, which is awesome. So if you're wanting to improve your Spanish, and now I'm over here, and they're accepting Bitcoin as payment, which is really great.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you have anything to say, Evelyn?
Yeah, well, basically we are very, very excited because people is getting involved. In the beginning, it was just Gerard and me. But then right now we have a small community which they are basically onboarding new businesses. They are talking to people, so it's not us anymore. So we are very excited about that.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you guys, sorry if the feed is a bit choppy at the moment. It's a brand new internet connection, and it's obviously not surviving as well as we have at the beach. If you want to ask these guys some questions, please pop them in the chat down below or beside here, and we will answer them at the end. Hopefully the feed will clean up a little bit. We'll try and close a couple of things to do that.
Thursday.
Let's do it. Is it me, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Instructions before Salva left, and what we were going to do there, and then we basically got into work, which we've got to work remotely, so we've got good internet up here at the moment, other than the feed at the moment appears to be a bit choppy. But that's because we're trying to stream to 2 different systems at the same time, so I guess that might not be a thing up here. Oh, plus we've got a router in the middle. So there's technical challenges, but we're good. We had our first Spanish lesson with these guys.
Yes.
Which was really cool, because we've done a few Spanish lessons when we first arrived, and then we sort of dropped off a bit, and it's really cool to actually get back into them one-on-one Spanish lessons. That was really cool. And we paid with Bitcoin.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And then what we did is we actually we sat down with the K1 ATM, which we have up here, and we had a play with that. We also played with the bulk cards, and we talked about taking it to the park on the weekend. And I made a small mistake there, but that was all good. It was exciting, but yeah. Anyway, we took the dog for a walk.
Yes.
Friday.
So Friday. Okay, so Friday was a big day. We got on and spoke to some people in Japan about the bulk cards and looking at how we can reprogram them and how we can set up websites for them so you can actually see exactly where they are, and also how to give them as children as a little bank account and for their savings. So that was really good. So spent a bit of time there. We also worked on a bit refill promotion, which we will start sharing out. We then took Odie for another walk up to the top of town, and there's a type restaurant, and we had another Spanish lesson, again of course paid with Bitcoin. Then we went down to a little cafe called Berlin 303. This is a great little cafe that's accepting Bitcoin. You'll see a picture of James sitting having a coffee, but we had some really nice cold drinks there, and they do a really great coffee as well. And that, yeah, really nice. We just all sat down and caught up there. That was good. And then we went up to the park, and in the park there's a whole lot of little restaurants, if you'd call them restaurants, tender restaurants, and all outside, and we sat and had pupusas. And they were great. We had banana and mango pupusas.
Yeah.
Yeah, whole different chat. Yeah.
We had fruit pupusas. That was quite funny.
Yeah, Saturday.
Okay. Do it. First, social stickers. So that's really exciting. It's taken us almost a year to get that sorted. And we've ordered them from a local business here that is accepting Bitcoin. So that's really exciting. We're really excited about that. And we then went down to the town square again, and we hung out with these guys who have basically got a little kiosk set up to be a tourist information center. And it's really cool because people like us can come along and ask questions and information. When I say us, I mean like tourists visiting the town, but also locals were coming in to ask questions about Bitcoin, which was really cool.
Yeah. I think that's what I really love is the fact that you've created a place where you're offering a tourism sector, and then also the Bitcoin is on top of that. It's really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
We then went to have dinner with we went to have dinner at one of the restaurants that had street vendors that had recently started accepting Bitcoin, and then Gerardo was also busy signing up the vendor next to the vendors that we were having dinner with. So that was really crazy. That was awesome to see these guys in action and actually making an impact on people because they saw that it was working. I think would probably be the shortest, easiest way to explain that. And then all of a sudden we heard all the signs blowing over down the street, and then all of a sudden torrential rain came straight down, literally a flood of water running down the road, washing away all sorts of things. It was crazy.
It was incredible actually. Like it was like an inch thick of water just pouring down. Yeah. Yeah. So that cut our night out pretty short.
Yeah. Okay,
Sunday. All right. So Sunday we took Odie for another walk. We caught up on more work. We seem to have done little bits of work every day, but that's okay. We had a video call with a couple from United States. They are looking at moving to El Salvador, so they were asking about moving down, about purchasing property. They had questions about company visas and setting up a business here, and they also business ideas. And we also talked ice baths. So again, you'll see that we do offer an ebook on our website that talks about all the things that we've done to set ourselves up here in El Salvador, and we offer a one-on-one video calls. It was really great talking to this couple. They really enjoyed what information we had to share with them, which was awesome. We then had some beef back better mince patties for lunch, and
was pretty good.
Yeah, then we headed down to the weekend. They have another at the same place, but they set up as well, Evelyn and Hilado and all the team. It's not just these guys anymore, it's actually the businesses that are coming in there, all there supporting. It's really great to see. A gentleman that Evelyn had spoken to on Saturday turned up on Sunday, and he had more questions about it, about his wallet and with Chivo and with the Blink wallet and how to move funds. Then we talked about BitRefill and how they can pay with their utilities bills using BitRefill with Bitcoin. And I think one of the for 5 days, and we have actually spent very little cash. Then we had a beautiful, really nice dinner at the park. It was Sunday night at the park's amazing. There's people from all over the place. They've obviously come up from San Miguel and people are all dressed up. And it was really busy. There's music playing. So we had a really nice dinner there, again to a different a street vendor who is now accepting Bitcoin as well. So that was good. And then Charlie and San Julio arrived back from the Bitcoin market. So the Bitcoin market had their first